Good morning, Kentuckiana. We're glad you're joining us here at 6 a.m. on your Wednesday.
That's right. Jim and Grace here with you on WHS11 and WHS11 Plus. Matt has conveniently put the 7-day behind us. Oh, there it goes, Matt. I was going to mention the fact that there was a bunch of stormy little icons there, and that's exactly what we're seeing this morning.
Exactly, yeah, we are tracking a stormy start to our Wednesday morning. Saw some lightning on our sky camera here earlier. Was hoping that we could see another pop of that, but there we go.
Oh.
There we go. Look, I spoke it into existence. How about that? Well, we're continuing to stay under this trend for this morning. You'll notice the cloudy skies, and also we're hearing some rumbles of thunder across the Louisville metro this morning and across most of Kentuckiana. That trend is still going to be around as we go throughout to the next upcoming hours. So we're expecting these temperatures still to stay in the mid-70s this morning. Those scattered showers and thunderstorms will still continue. Temperatures for the rest of us still ranging into those mid-70s as well. But here's a look at satellite and radar. Staying fairly active this morning. You'll notice these showers and thunderstorms continuing the track across Kentuckiana. Still seeing some of those stronger showers and downpours and rounds of lightning and thunder making their way closer now into Shelby County. We'll see some more of those thunderstorms arriving for you folks as well near Taylorsville as these storms continue to track their way just along I-65. So I'd say if you're closer towards Taylorsville, Shelbyville, just along the eastern side of I-64, you're in for a bit of a loud start to your Wednesday morning. A few more of these showers will be continuing as we head later on into the morning hours, but as we enter the afternoon time, that's whenever I'm expecting us to see more dry conditions. We're going to be warming up into the lower 90s once again this afternoon. Our evening continues to stay mostly quiet and dry, and then we will be starting our Thursday morning off with more sunshine. Temperatures today expected to reach those lower 90s. Going to be a hot afternoon for us with a decent amount of sunshine. A few small afternoon showers will still be possible, but not as many as we're seeing right now. All the details about that coming up here in just a few short minutes, but here's a quick check of traffic this morning. So far, everything's looking good on all of our interstates and roadways. I'm sure there's still a few slow spots for you folks on I-64 caught in some of those downpours. If we have any other slow spots to mention, we'll let you know. Grace, Jim.
Thank you very much, Matt. Right now, Metro Police are investigating after a shooting led to the death of a teenage boy. Officers responded to reports of that shooting around 5:30 yesterday evening on Poplar Level Court over in the Newburgh neighborhood. They say they found a 17-year-old boy with a gunshot wound to his torso. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Anyone with information is asked to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. That incident marked the 4th shooting within 24 hours here in Louisville. Monday, 3 other shootings left 3 children hurt and 1 man dead.
It's all renewing calls we've heard for years to end gun violence. WHAS11's Jose Alonso shows us how Metro Police are working with the community on that mission.
It may look like a fun party at this Kroger in Fern Creek. But the message being shared here has a more serious tone.
If you do own a gun, to lock it up. Lock it up.
The Louisville Metro Police Community Engagement Unit hosted their monthly Stop Gun Violence event.
We got different things. We got Child's Guide to Gun Safety. We've got stuff for parents. Covers a lot of the internet issues that are going on.
This engagement comes just after the city's west neighborhoods experienced chaos. According to data given by Mayor Craig Greenberg earlier this month, overall gun violence is dropping in the city. In the first half of 2025, homicides are down 36% and non-fatal shootings are down 30% when compared to last year.
Do you believe that?
I don't. Because every day you hear of gun violence, every day, and we need to go a month without it.
The gun violence is just getting just out of control, and but the laws need to be stiffer, and they need to open the juvenile center back up.
Although there seems to be mistrust in the numbers, LMPD says they don't plan to stop their commitment to the community. In Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 on your side.
The LMPD's next community engagement event is going to take place in 2 weeks over at the Portland neighborhood Kroger. The department is encouraging everyone, all families, to visit them from 6 to 8 p.m. to discuss their concerns about gun violence.
There was no tile that fell from the ceiling. There was no one that was injured.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg is now correct information first shared by LMPD about Sunday's active aggressor call at the Run for Roses tournament. Hundreds of people ran from the Kentucky Expo Center mid-tournament as LMPD officers responded with long guns in hand. Originally, LMPD told us a ceiling tile fell inside the Expo Center on Sunday. Police said it hit a chair, making a loud noise, all while someone was having a medical emergency. That all caused a panic. But Mayor Greenberg is now saying that's not what happened.
I'm not quite sure why that information was put out as a fact, but that did not happen. That happened at another basketball tournament years ago that the tournament organizers were talking about when they had experienced a similar situation before.
Greenberg went on to say a malfunction of the Expo Center's smoke detector system caused alarms to go off in some areas, but not others. Several teams chose not to return to the final 2 days of tournament play after the incident.
Right now, Louisville Parks and Recreation are asking for your help to try to identify this suspect. The department says that this person is responsible for recent burglaries at the California Community Center. Surveillance photos from the California Community Center on St. Catherine Street show that this suspect, wearing a hoodie, black sweatpants, and purple stripes down the side with Air Jordan shoes. Now, it's unclear what items were stolen, but the images show that the person is inside the center's computer lab. If you have any information, call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD.
Authorities say no foul play is suspected in the death of a 5-year-old Hart County boy who went missing yesterday. For the first time in Kentucky, state police set off what's called an Ian alert for a boy with autism in Cub Run, Kentucky. Passed just last year, Ian alerts are similar to Amber alerts, but specifically notify people of children with autism or other special needs when they've gone missing and might be in physical danger. The boy was found dead shortly after the alert was pushed out. KSP is not saying where authorities found him.
At this moment, we're not going to press him for anything. We're going to give him a little time and just give him a little bit of comfort. We can't comfort him if we're asking questions.
Ian alert did not include a description of the boy. We asked KSP if there was supposed to be one, but haven't received a response yet.
Court documents from the Brooks Houck, Joseph Lawson, and Steve Lawson trials have now been unsealed. All 3 men convicted in connection to the murder of Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers. Inside those documents, new details about a possible motive for Rogers' death. Those documents allege that Brooks Houck did not want to pay child support or share custody of his child with Crystal. Documents also show more involvement from Rosemary Houck. One document saying that Rosemary Houck was happy about Rogers' disappearance and was overheard saying that with Rogers gone, that the child could be raised right. Documents also reveal that Rosemary Houck met with an attorney 1 month after Rogers' disappearance. That meeting was recorded, but it was unclear what was discussed during it. Happening today, Greater Clark County schools are going to be cutting the ribbon on a brand new elementary school. Pleasant Ridge Elementary and Jonathan Jennings Elementary are now merging to become the new Charlestown Elementary School. The brand new 2-story building sits at 603 Market Street near the Charlestown Clark County Public Library. The ribbon cutting is set for 4:45 this afternoon, which will be followed by an open house from 5 to 7. And it's been a big week for Greater Clark County schools because they cut the ribbon on the new Pike Elementary School just yesterday.